The morning show, and turning now to From the Farm, the Illinois General Assembly has just 6 more weeks in its session.
Our ag reporter Stu Ellis is joining us now in studio. Stu, what is of interest to agriculture?
That's a big question. Too many things on that list, but one is being followed closely by soil and water conservation advocates, and that's the funding for local offices. It's been sparse at best, but a permanent fix was introduced this year, according to Elliot Clay, the new state executive director of the Association of Soil and Water Conservation Districts.
Where we're at is we've introduced Senate Bill 2387. What this bill would do is assess what we're calling an ag impact fee on every acre of agricultural land that is taken out of production in Illinois. That fee would be $275 an acre. After that fee is collected, it would be put into a fund underneath the Department of Ag that would be earmarked specifically for operations for soil and water conservation districts moving forward. And right now in Illinois, there's roughly 60,000 acres a year that come out of production due to a variety of different industries, subdivision expansions, solar, manufacturing, all these kind of things. And we think this makes sense because with those acres coming out, there's always going to be concerns about the impacts on the greater landscape around it, with whether it's soil erosion or a number of other things, and just the nature of the fact that the landscape is changing. And we see this as a way for these industries to invest in conservation for the farmland that we still have and to protect it into perpetuity, basically.
So where are we pending in the legislature? Has it gone through committee? Is it
right?
Any votes?
Yeah, right now we've actually got an extension on it. There's a deadline coming up this Friday that we're also hoping to get another extension on. But right now it is in the Appropriations Committee. What we are hopeful is going to happen is that we're going to have a subject matter hearing on it, at least here in the next couple of weeks, to be able to get this in front of legislators and potentially have a moment to actually get a vote on this. All of our conversations have been really positive. I'll say this, if you look at the co-sponsor list, we span the political spectrum from ultra-left to ultra-right. And I think that is pretty telling about how people are feeling about this.
Anything else that you're pushing for or pushing against in this session?
No, I mean, the big thing is the budget. So along with our bill to really fix funding going forward for the soil and water conservation districts, one of the things that we faced last year is that we had $4 million reduction in our operations funds. And that has hit us really, really hard. There's a number of districts that are considering furloughing employees and a lot of other things. So in the event, even if this bill passes that we want, there is still going to be an implementation period where we need to figure out something in terms of funding in the short term. So the other thing we're pushing for is a $10.5 million appropriations for operations for the next fiscal year. I think that if we can do that and the funding fix bill, that will get us over the hump to maybe start, kind of a new era for SWCD. So that's where we're going right now.
Senate bill is still alive. Many of the local senators have signed on to it. It'll need a House vote yet this spring. Soil and water folks have really had trouble over the years in funding, and if they had their druthers, this would be settled once and for all.
Alrighty, Stu, thank you so much. We'll see you on Thursday.
You bet.
You can, of course, catch this segment and all others just at our website at WCIA.com.